she lived. Never linked her. Because where she lived.
She wasn't
It
trying
was always
to.
one of them ones, yeah. She's like, come through it, chill, man, whatever.
Can't she meet you in the middle somewhere, bruv?
Bro, she's asking me to come to hers, isn't it? So every time I'm like, yeah, man, we'll go through, like, you know what I mean? Maybe this weekend.
Whereabouts in South?
Not going, bro.
Whereabouts in South?
Brixton.
Yeah.
Them times, it was techie, bro. Man was like, what? 16? 17 maybe?
But I feel like it depends. You know what I feel like? I feel like the way you carry yourself can also have a big part of it in it. You can walk down the road and it's blessed in it. It depends on how you carry yourself.
But her brother was, she had an older brother who was on the roads, innit? From Brixton. Man's not going there to see man's little sister, bro.
Can you imagine that?
To the yard, bro.
The amount of situations
to
of
man's yard, bro.
Jesus Christ.
I wasn't going.
Yeah.
There was no way.
The amount of situations I was in when I was younger because of them older brothers, but I was too brave, innit? I was too.
Bro, where did we get this confidence from, bro?
But I don't. Do you know what it is? I just don't know why. I was literally invincible.
You know, young and dumb is a real thing, innit? Young and dumb is real.
Yeah, I swear to you.
What?
I wasn't going, fam. So I didn't go.
I must have been at one girl's house when I was younger. I think I went late in Stone, and then her brother's outside with all his boys. Who's in the house? Her mum's like to them, leave her alone. And I'm thinking,
Mum's in the yard as well.
The mum's in the yard because her mum already knew what was going down. You know them ones where talking about the household is a bit mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
The mum already knew what was going on.
But the mum's calm.
Mum's calm, whatever. And the brother comes, boys are outside. Who's in the yard? Let me in. I'm thinking, shit. Like, this is techie, fam. Like, how am I leaving this house, bro?
Very tense, bro.
Bro, it's peak.
Bruv, it's mad. I hated them situations because in your head, all you can do is just process what's gonna happen. Because you can't do anything but just sit and wait.
Bro.
Do you know what happened in the end? When I thought, you know what, fuck it, I got to leave and I can't stay here. So I left, and then he came and he was like, let me chat to you for a second. Put his arm around me, but a bit aggressive. So he was older, and then he was chatting to me, but I just kept it. I thought, fuck it, whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. I'm walking out. I got to go home, innit? Whatever. I'm walking now. He didn't really do that, and he just wanted to intimidate me, innit? But bro, like, you already know what your sister's on. That's not my business, you get?
Yeah.
So it was nothing really.
But that's more time what it is. Hey, safe, bro. Thank you, bro. My food came. But that's more time what it is, yeah. Let me put on the floor actually. Is that like they already know what the sister's doing. That's why they're moving like that. Because they can feel it, innit? But bro, it's your fault why she's like this. I swear down, it's their fault.
Yeah, more time, bro.
Swear down, if they were moving like
it's your fault and your dad's fault. Because that's why she's like this, bro.
They're rebelling, bro.
How old was you though?
Brother,
How old was she?
I was probably same age as me. I was probably about 14 at the time, 15 maybe. 14, 15.
I was going to say, the girls were doing nothing bad, really. She's bringing her boy back to her yard.
Yeah, but
she's 14. Different story.
But you see, 14 at the time, I didn't feel like I was young. But you
No,
look
not
back,
us,
14 is young.
14, you're a
innit?
big
Not us,
man
man.
back then.
Yeah.
If you're 14, 15, 13, 14, 15, 16, 13 to 16, where living in the hood, you're a big man.
Yeah,
mentally. That's
but
how you
growing
feel.
up, you don't
because
think like that,
you are surviving as a man, innit? Yeah? I don't like. It's a different reality to everybody else.
just
But
what you
you're
know,
literally,
bro.
you're surviving as a man, so you feel like a man. But you're not a man. You're a young boy.
That lives in this
That's
sticky
That's just
situation,
in
bro.
danger, innit? Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's mad to think, but mentally,
But
I
that's
think.
because we're not growing up. Now we're growing up, we look at 14-year-old girls, we're like, bruv, we was doing mad stuff with 14-year-old girls. Like, imagine our daughters. That's how we're thinking now, innit? That's why it's a different outlook. Like, before, we was 14 trying to get something, do you know what I mean? So we weren't thinking like that, bro.
Yeah,
We weren't thinking, oh, she's 14, like, man was 14 as well, what, let's get it cracking.
Yeah, exactly. Bro, I'll never care about
As
you. You're the same
early as
age.
possible,
If you're the same age as me, it's a green light.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Are you mad?
That's what
You know
I'm
the maddest
saying.
thing, the law doesn't look at it that way. If you're both underage, it's the man that's in the wrong, innit?
Oh, is it?
I think that's what I remember hearing, but if you're both under
There's
16,
absolutely no way.
Why
if you're
though?
both
Why?
under
Why?
16,
Why
because
does that make
their knowledge, bro, at the end of the day, it's men that are pursuing the thing, innit? Girls are not really pursuing.
But then on the
sexual
flip side,
stuff.
But
they
mentally,
say that
aren't we
girls-
in the
they say
same
that
group?
girls mature quicker than men.
Yeah, exactly.
So they know more than us. At
Yeah,
that
but in
time,
terms of
if anything.
maturing, but then in terms of sexual pursuit, it's boys that are
Yeah, but they should be
pursuing
mature
that.
enough to know what they're getting themselves into, innit?
But then,
14-year-old
But then-
boys ain't raping girls.
so we're
like-
pursuing it, but we're not forcing it.
what I'm saying.
If we've been given the key to the gate to open,
But you have to
If
deep
it's the
it,
same
yeah.
age, it's not
But you
deep,
see,
you know,
you have to
we
understand.
Open
you have to deep
sesame
it.
then.
you
But
get
what
me.
you have to deep is that when we're young, as a boy, we're not vulnerable to getting hurt like that. Whatever happens, happens. Good experience, bad experience. But as a girl, if it's a bad experience, that's shaping you, bro. Like, as a guy, if it's whatever experience, of course. But in a situation with someone your own age, as a guy, what guy is gonna say, look, this experience with this girl fucked me up? Never, really. Unless it's an older girl.
No, unless that happened with her brother's dad.
It depends.
Whatever.
It depends, innit? It could be an embarrassing moment that sticks with you.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
You know what I mean? Something embarrassing as a man, innit? You know what I'm saying? And then boom. No, I don't know. Maybe is that the same level? I don't know. Not as like rape and forcing and that, but I'm saying is that sticking on our mind, like it's not forceful, innit? Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Actually, no. That's a dead. That's a dead view. That's a dead thing to come with.
I don't know. I think it's.
There's
equal,
no angle on
at that age. I think it's equal, fam. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It has to be.
I don't think it's equal. I don't think it's equal, bro. Because it's
but
daughter,
the physical
the
side.
boy that's 14 years old. Yeah. The boy knows he can come with his.
No, that's a different conversation now. Because you said your daughter, my daughter. But
that's the thing. There's no difference between any girl. Because every girl is someone's daughter.
I'm putting myself in a 14-year-old shoes, though. You get me?
That's why. Let's say, imagine you're there. The boy comes now. He's trying to. Oh yeah, I'm here to see your daughter. Cool. Yeah. Chilling.
You know, I'm the boy though. I'm thinking of it as I'm the boy, innit? I'm getting there because we've been texting. She's on this thing. I'm on this thing. Cool. We're linking up.
But more time, girls are only on this thing because they're looking for something else. Girls are not really in the sex thing. They're looking for connection.
I knew what girls were on, innit?
They do it, but that's not what's driving them. Man, them are driven by their
but I don't care.
Girls are driven by pussy, bro. Girls are driven by their heart. That's a fact.
In my head, you got to speak what you think, innit? So if you're thinking, cool, I want to beat, we're beating, bro.
But girls, do you know what it is about young girls? A young girl doesn't know how a boy's going to say, take it if you say no, and she's thinking, oh, if I say no, then maybe he's not going to like me no more, or he's going to go to this girl. You get it? Whereas girls our age now, they're mature, they're patterned like, I can say no if I want to say no, it's not a thing. Whereas when you're young, they don't know what no is going to mean.
I agree still.
Why is that our fault?
Not a lot of men.
I'm not saying it's our fault.
No, but I'm saying, why does that go down as our fault? Because I still don't understand. Yeah.
No, man, at that age, I'm mature enough to take it in and take a note. So most of us now just keep it moving at that age, innit? Without fucking and on to the next one. But a mature mind will be like, well, fuck it, it's calm, innit? We just work through it or whatnot. But at that age, it was raggle.
It was an absolute mazzolini.
So I hear what you're saying, but it's still equal. In the law's eyes, it should still be equal. That's not a good enough reason, fam.
Especially if you're somebody.
No, that's not a good enough reason for it to be a different law, fam.
Yeah.
Get me from now.
I don't know, innit? Don't quote me on it. I don't know. That's what I think I heard in it. I think it sways more in the thing that.
How I understand this to be true, not true, but how I understand this to be like for me, this to be understandable is excusable. Is if the strength thing, like they could be scared to say no because a guy, you know what I mean?
At the same time,
stronger than them. I get that intimidation thing that they have at that age, innit?
But that's the thing, though. You see, with intimidation, I find it hard,
and the guy's small.
But you see, for example, let's say someone's a nice guy, but the guy's big, innit?
Mismatch, bro.
Wait, sorry.
But then see the intimidation thing that you're saying. No, that's a good point, though, because then they can't say it's an intimidation thing. But they'll say there's more to intimidation than just size. They'll be like, oh, he's a guy. He's got certain like manipulation or whatever. I don't know. I feel like it's just very techie in terms of.
It's mad, isn't it?
Who is that for?
Hey, young G's, listen. If you're listening to this, you know how the world is right now, innit? We didn't have all this when we were younger, innit? So listen, let me tell you something. I'm gonna have to call him back later. But let me tell you something. When you're in front of the girl from now, make sure before you go to have sex with her,
might as well get contracts, fam. Like, sign here.
Like WhatsApp is WhatsApp a thing? Like that's written thing that keeps evidence that can be used now.
Yeah, but if you ask that, let's say if you ask the girl, look, are you on this thing? If you ask the girl, are you on this thing, and she said yes, that's consent. But at the time, she could still change her mind. So you still have to have like a consent thing, like, yo, here's the paper, like, sign the thing.
Can you do it on video?
I don't know, but it's all peak, because they're like, oh, she was coerced to sign it, she was coerced to say this. Bro, it's techie, bro, like, it's all peak.
So what are they gonna do, bro?
Because the thing is, there's been situations, I know, man, that have been.
I'm just gonna be on FaceTime having it off, bro.
The guy and the girl, it's a mutual thing, and if the girl gets clocked by parents or whatever, and then it's like, oh, they made me.
Yeah. I've seen that happen. Jesus Christ, I've seen that happen a few times.
And as a guy, you're thinking, bro, who's going to believe my word over her word?
That's how you just keep evidence.
But what if there's no evidence, bro?
What are you gonna do? What do they do? What are they gonna do? How you gonna get around that one?
You can't, fam.
What do you mean?
The girl you just have to hope the girl's 30.
You have to hope that your person, your character as a person, let's say for example,
you have no rights till you're 16.
If you're known as someone that's
And
always
she's
moving to
16.
girls or whatever, that's gonna play against you, innit? Because it's gonna be like, oh, he's always on gang, blah blah blah, kind of thing. But if you're someone that everyone sees as respectable, then it'd be a thing where you might have a chance to be like, look, this didn't happen that way. But even then, it's still peak because the girl will just say, look,
the girl will always have the upper hand, like. It's how it's gonna
not to play down anyone's situation if they have been pushed into something they didn't want to do in it. I'm just talking about the cases where a man's been put in a situation where it's peak for them. Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Well, anyway, listen. Look, my people, that was a very good intro, man. Hey, my people, this is the LJB podcast. My name's Luke at LJB_fitness. You know what I'm saying? Today, we got another special guest. Josh couldn't be here today, even though he did want to have him here. But we've got Roland joining us. What you saying, my bro? Give him your at and your information, bro. What you telling me?
Fit by Roland, personal trainer,
Come on.
fitness instructor, all of that online, in person stuff. You get me?
Cheese! Oh my days, I love that one. You know what I'm saying? It's like man had that scripted, bro. Hey, and right in front of me, I got my cuz. You know what I'm saying? What you saying, Dom? Tell them, what's the app? What's the details?
Beyond Rehab _. That's me. It's Dom. Yeah, man, I'm good. Just been a busy week as usual, but you know, thankful. I'm blessed. Just getting ready for this next lockdown.
Yeah. Good, man. Hey, and obviously, you guys know, top right hand corner. That's my guy, Mantas. What you saying, my bro?
I'm just cleaning up for the podcast, man. Just finished eating.
Yeah. Give him the details, bro.
Trying to preserve the gains that MacD's, bro. People get tired. Trying to get 4,500 in a day ain't no joke.
No,
I've
been flopping this weekend, bro.
Go on Insta and go on the search button, type in @muscle_minds, innit?
Oh, jeez.
Delivery.
Delivery.
Just follow it one time and then we can carry on with the podcast. And it's calm. You can keep the YouTube in the right hand corner in the bottom, and you can come off with it nowadays. It still keeps like playing and that. You get me? It's calm, man. You ain't gotta pause the video and just keep listening.
Not everyone's got
follow up the thing.
Not everyone's got YouTube music like you, bro. Not everyone's up there like you. Not everyone's got,
bro. On your phone, you can put YouTube on a corner and it stays there. You just do what you're doing.
Alright, calm. So
update your thing, bro.
Yeah, I'll do that sometimes, maybe.
Oh, you didn't know that.
Google Maps and that. Anyway,
for Android users, you got the split screen as well. You could always multitask. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Come on, man. Let's do.
Just follow me.
I like that intro. Alright, cool. Say no more, you man. You man trying to come with the deliveries now. I hear it. Come. We're getting somewhere. Alright, we're going for the bag. We're here, boys. What you telling me, man? Hey, Dom, you're the topic guy. Come first with one. What we starting with today, man?
Fuck all that, man. Wednesday night, bro. It's peak after Wednesday night again.
Well, tell me, why is it peak after
It's lockdown, national lockdown. Everything's shut down.
Oh yeah.
It's over again. Boris said, "You lot, we're doing it again."
The only thing I care about is the gyms, bro.
The gyms are shutting, bro.
The gyms.
My life don't change. Lockdown or not, everything stays the same in my life, innit?
Just the gyms, bro.
Because of what I do. But the gyms, bro, I need the gyms open, man.
Bro, I really don't care anymore, man.
Man just got the first, you know what I mean? The first client whatever started rocking, and bro, they're shutting gyms now.
Yeah, I hear it. I mean, like for me, I mentally prepared myself for the first lockdown in it. I said, bro, if we're getting locked down a second time, like everyone is saying, because I didn't believe we was in it until like later on in the year when I started seeing that they're gassing about these numbers again. So I was like, cool, they're gonna lock us down in it.
Yeah.
So I was like, but I knew that. So when I'm training, I knew that every time I'm training and getting results, my whole thing was let me see what I can do with the time I've got.
Yeah.
That was my whole thing.
And
it's the best I've done, literally.
And given
like,
the injury and whatnot.
Given all the like setbacks that I've had, and you know what I mean, I've done very well. Like this is the best I've done in the space of time that I had. So I'll take that one off. 4 weeks, cool. I can try and preserve it, do little things here and there. Just gonna, the world is not normal right now. I don't know why everyone's getting upset.
The first time they said it was 3 weeks, bro. It lasted how long? Fucking what? 3 months?
You just gotta adapt though, like you said, just gotta adapt to it, bro. Like whatever it is, you know what? We've been through it now, so we know what to do this time round.
I mean, like the reason why I haven't really wanted to speak on it
while you can,
because I didn't. The reason I didn't want to speak about it as much because I didn't want to come across as arrogant in it, like like I was the one that had it all together mentally, and I'm chatting shit to everyone that feels
No one
bad,
has,
innit?
fam. No one's
I didn't
been
want to
through
come across like that. That's why I kind of kept quiet about it, because I like, for me, like I was just like, bruv, they've been telling us what's gonna happen, innit? They've told us this is not going away until a year and a half, innit? It's gonna take a year and a half to find a vaccine minimum. That's what they told us from the start. Yeah. So we're gonna have to keep getting locked down if this thing is spreading and they don't like it spreading because they feel like it's dangerous. Cool. Yeah. We're not gonna live a normal life, innit? You know, we're not. Everyone accepted that. So when they let us all back outside, it's like
That was only temporary.
it's like when the teachers say to you, yeah, when you're in trouble and they hold you back after school and that, yeah, and then not after school but like for lunch, and you only got 10 minutes left for lunch, and then they let you out and everyone runs outside and starts going, yeah, because they're outside. It's like, why you not gash? You got 10 minutes, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why you getting excited like you ain't got? You know what I mean? Take what you got. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So with me, this whole lockdown, it's like, bro, people like you get too excited when they give you a little bit. It's like, oh yeah, we're free. It's like, no, you're not. You still have to line up 2 meters apart, bro. We're not. Do you know what I mean? We still have to wear masks whether you choose to or not.
So you're saying that if everyone held up to the guidelines, would have been alright, is what you're saying?
No, because we're too free in this country.
Yeah.
We're too free.
No, but that's what he's saying. If everyone done what we was meant to do, 2 meters apart, wash your hands, face mask.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Only go out when you need to. Would the numbers be better?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
For you, bro. So you just have to wait. You just have to ride out and do what you're told, innit?
Bro,
you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
saying, but let me go gym at least. You know what I mean?
I hear it, but we can't, innit? And the thing is that we've done it already. So everyone, you need to fall back into something that I just want to give out some advice now, man, because I think that we need to stop complaining. Because I'm not saying that we've been complaining, but I feel like what the conversation needs to be now is what we should do now, innit? I want people to get something from what we're talking about. So right now, people, I feel like you need to fall into something that you like to do. Yeah, find something in your house that needs to get done. Yeah, be creative. Even if it's not something that needs to get done, find something you can add to your situation. Yeah, not even chores, like, bruv, for example, my mum, has been going mad with this whole cake baking thing. She's been baking, bro. She's been doing mad things. She's been doing mad things with the food.
These cakes.
To the point now where I had an event, and she's there dishing out cakes to people, part of my event, helping me. So, brother, her cakes were everyone in there shut down. My mum created something from there. So now she's got people that are interested in her cake, something that she worked on during lockdown. Yeah,
little things like that. Before.
Bruv, my mum was active during lockdown. My mum weren't sitting there doing none of them things. Not to say my mum's some big bad wolf and you people's mums are dead or whatever. Yeah, I'm not trying to do that, people. I don't want to get no one's back up in it. But that's what my mum was doing. You understand? And she was all right. She was doing okay during lockdown from what she was telling me and how I was looking at her. So I'm saying I was doing my PlayStation thing with the man. I was keeping close with the boys, taking my dog for a walk. I'm privileged enough to have a dog, so I can walk out, get outside the house if I need to, whatever I need to do. You know what I'm saying? And every day it was that structure. I never had to do anything because I understood every single day there's nothing. It's a lockdown, so I didn't expect anything just miraculous to just. You know what I mean? Because I think a lot of people are just sitting there like, oh, what are we going to do? Is there something that's going to happen? Can we just do something? But what are you sitting there waiting? It's lockdown. It's a pandemic, apparently. Yeah, they're telling us that we have to do this. So guess what? You have to do this. So, like, ease into it. Ride it.
Series on Netflix to watch.
Yeah, bro.
Whatever it is, fam.
And I'm sorry to those people that are listening that haven't got people around you that to do all them things, innit? I understand you people that might be suffering. You ain't got your friends and family. That's a different situation for you. I understand that, innit? But I'm also seeing a lot of people that are in very privileged situations. You know what I'm trying to say? And I feel like you can look at the positives in your situation rather than the negatives, innit? Because what are you going to do with the negatives? You still got a lockdown. You still got a lockdown. So what are you going to decide to do?
Situation's not changing.
Yeah, man. So, yeah. But anyway, moving on from that, yeah.
Lockdown done. What are you saying? Lockdown topic?
Yeah, man. Lockdown topic. I don't want to... I can hear the fans and that. That's when you can know there's depression in the air, bro. So let me move. Move on from that.
Stressful, bro.
But listen, I wanted to say something. I want to say something because I've been ignoring this whole thing that's been going on social media for a while. This whole Marcus Rashford situation, yeah. And I know you man don't watch football and none of that. You man I don't really know or into him like that. But he's a baller, innit? Yeah, Man United, young boy. He's been doing a mad thing for the community, yeah. And he's been giving out free school meals and helping everyone, and obviously the government have just said they're not going to give out free school meals from now. Yeah.
Why? What? At all?
So they said they're going to stop doing it.
Do you know what the maddest thing about that is? Let me just
I
drop
haven't heard.
something.
I heard.
Apparently, them man
don't
get
know
£25 a day food allowance, bro. People that are on like 80k plus a
nothing.
year.
MPs.
Yeah, bro. They're getting £25 a day,
Yeah, I
day,
see that,
bro,
I see
for
that, I see
food. But they don't want to give kids food, bro. Like, what do you think
And
these kids are doing? Like, going
That
Nando's and-
salary
meal
increase the salary, bro.
at the school probably costs. Let's be real, about 80p, blood.
Come on, bro.
Let's be real. That meal costs about 68 to 80p, not more. From the sandwich, drink, and a little whatever.
The
fuck.
UK's got peas. They just prioritize what they want in it.
Yeah.
So what's going on with the school meals, bro? Because I don't know nothing.
Because this is the thing, yeah.
They're
I
trying
haven't
to take
really
away
been
free school
diving.
meals.
They're saying that because of the budgets,
bro.
because they're trying to,
Is it?
they're trying to cut
Wild.
everything because of the budgets and there's no money because the
Trying to
economy,
save money,
yeah.
But this
Listen,
time
right
people
now,
are still getting a raise, innit? I think this year they've got another raise where they're
Did you
getting
not
like
see there was
another
a meeting of that?
7 whatever it is, huh?
There was
No
a,
COVID,
there was
no
literally
COVID,
a
no
conversation for them about
No COVID.
getting a higher salary. It's like
What do you need a higher salary for, bro? The UK's fucked.
Yeah.
You ain't doing your job, bro. Like, you getting a pay rise, bro. The UK's fucked.
I don't want to get free school meals. This is what I'm
They're
saying.
taking the piss. They're taking the
I
piss.
hear you, but that's what I'm saying. But this is what I'm saying. So now Marcus Rashford, imagine they've said, nah, we're not giving the free school meals thing. They're trying to gas about Marcus Rashford again. Yeah, politicians trying to do little slide digs and that. Yeah,
But they gave him
Man
an
went and
MBE
bagged
for
bare
what he done,
goals.
bro. They done it. They gave
Give him an
they
MBE.
gave an MBE for the same thing
yeah,
beforehand.
and they locked it off.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, then locked it off. So then now he's gone on the pitch.
This government is drunk, bro.
Yeah, bro.
This British government is drunk.
Yeah, bro.
I'm saying this as a foreigner, yeah? So you man can't lock me up.
No, it's fine.
Drunk government you got going on.
Slush it into the
Hey, gunshot for them, bro. Hey, listen. But since then, Marcus Rashford's been going on the pitch and doing absolute madness, yeah. But like, I want to ask you, man, have you man ever had to get free school meals? Because I've never had to get free school meals.
Bruv, I had that as a kid, brother. That shit.
What, in primary or
Do you know what's-
secondary?
Secondary.
I had that in primary and secondary school, bro.
Yeah, well,
And
you
do
as
know
well,
the-
man.
Do you know the
Secondary
maddest
school.
things, bro? It's like, you see, when you're younger, you don't deep these things. You don't
Yeah,
understand your
yeah.
family situation until now. You look back and you're
Yeah,
thinking,
fam.
bro, that shit must have helped my mum big time.
Big time,
Bro,
bro. We ain't
4
got
kids
to
at
worry
the
about
time.
no
There's 5 of us
packed
now,
lunch.
innit? But 4 kids at the time. My mum, my dad doing their thing, trying to do their thing, whatever, and then my dad not being here anymore. That shit helps, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Because this is what I'm saying. Yeah, when I was younger, I wanted free school meals, bro.
You think,
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
They better not get it for free.
Because I asked, didn't it? Like, I was like, yo, I want free school meals because them lot got their own line and they just got to register and they go in. Like, that's mad. That's VIP, bro. That's a VIP list. Are you mad, bro? That is the equivalent of VIP list.
Man,
yeah?
had even better than
Same
them, man.
thing.
But I'll tell you, man, about that after. Go on, go on.
All right. Yeah, all right, hold that one, yeah? So then I was like to my mum, yo, mum, she was like, oh, okay. So then we asked, like, inquired, like, what's this free school meal? It was like, oh, obviously, like, your mum and your dad, you got the income from both of your mum and your dad and blah, blah, blah. It's filed in the system and all that. So it was like, oh, okay. So we understood that. I understood that situation, innit, yeah? Because don't get me wrong, I wasn't poor, innit? Just because I grew up in Newham and I talk about it being a dunya, all that, I didn't grow up, I would say, like how some men were, where they were struggling. I was living in my means, innit? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, that's the living that I had, and to me, that's privilege from where we're from, yeah? So, in saying that, I wanted the free school meals thing, so I had no idea that it was because, man, the situation, whatever. So, I just thought that man that had it, it's just because it's only because it's your mum. It's only you and your mum and that. I thought, oh, that's what's because. And because if your dad's not there, it means that you, if your dad's there, it means you can't have free school meals. That's how it was in my head.
Think of it as well.
Yeah, that's how I had it in my head.
It used to be run the same way.
It makes sense, though, for man to think like that.
Yeah,
Like,
because like that's how I used to think.
man used to get my meals from the
Because of the money situation.
From the sports, like it was called a sports prefect type of thing, innit? Where we would go every lunchtime. There'll be like a bag of balls in it, and like a separate little bit to the sports hall in the school. We have to go get a ball out, sign it out, and just basically play with it for the whole lunchtime. Just have the ball out there, innit? And you get free lunch for that.
Oh, so
But obviously, man was doing that for the whole time I was at school, innit? Because I was just a basketball man. So I'll just go there, pick up the ball. More time I'll just give it to one of the youths when I got older. And just go and do my thing. And then go at the end of the lunchtime, say to him, just make sure you go put the ball back, though. Just go put the ball back. That's it, bro. I go get my lunch.
Yeah, but why did they do that?
And that's why I never.
They wanted to be active, I guess, innit?
Yeah, they had that for football, basketball, and then some other thing. I can't remember where it was. It was inside the sports hall though. Some next thing.
Right.
Yeah, bro.
That's serious.
There was like 3 man for basketball that were doing it. Me, Simonis, and Philip. Yeah, fam. You know them school names when you remember the school. Yeah, fam. Philip, bro.
Yeah.
And
no, because even like,
football man were there.
because there was one thing,
But then, sorry, my free school meals, I was eligible for that as well, and I could have took that as well on top. But I was like, no,
man can have 3-course meal.
Basically, yeah. But I was like, no, let me just leave that. You know what I mean?
You
so
need
next
them
man can
calories
just have
from
it.
there, bro.
You know
If
what I'm
had
saying,
them-
bro?
If I know
Man
what I
didn't
know
learn
now,
from
fam,
them,
I'd
yeah.
be like, yo, can I get another one somehow? Like, I need a
Yeah,
third
bro.
one, fam. Because I look like this, bro. This was me back in the day.
The straw, yeah, that was me as well. You mad? But that's what I'm saying, like, because when I was in primary school, I remember there was, if I can remember from my memory, there was 2 registers. There was the dinner register, and there was also one for the desserts. And free school meals could get both. And I always had to pay an extra 50p or something like that to get the dessert. And I was always to be like fuming, but like,
See, I don't remember primary school like that though. Like, I don't know what gone for me, but I don't remember primary
Yeah.
school like that. Like, is he little details like that? I don't remember that shit.
same. I don't remember like every single day or like that. I remember like little things happening, like flashes and that. But secondary school, same.
I literally
Secondary school is
remember,
different.
like,
Secondary
2
school
things
just get
from primary.
different.
yeah.
Maybe like 2, 3 things. That's it.
Yeah, more time in secondary school where, you know,
Bro, I
I'll get
hustle
my
for my
food.
food in
Sometimes
school,
I'll
bro,
pay
like-
for it. Sometimes I don't.
Go to school Monday with no
Roland was one
no
of them
money.
man come up to, yo,
Bro,
you
go
got
to
50p for me
Sainsbury's
tomorrow.
with an empty bag. You do your thing, you get me? You do your thing. And then by the end of the week, you're up. Bro, you're
What
up.
do you mean do your thing, bro? What
Bro,
do you
you're
mean?
up.
No,
I
no.
ain't already incriminating man on the
bro?
podcast. So you
No,
know,
no, the people
Nah,
don't
you know
understand.
what he means.
Bro,
You
you
don't
go
know.
there with a couple pounds, you know,
You
you buy a
don't
multi
understand.
pack,
Yeah.
you get a multi-pack, and then you shot the multi pack.
Sometimes you buy, sometimes you don't. You understand? It depends on your profits. You understand? You don't calculate the
It's
profits.
looking like- depends what security shift is on that week.
You know what I'm saying?
You know which one the serious one is, and you know which one is the calm
Reading
one.
the
bro.
paper.
Everyone was on a hustle thing in school, bro. That's what it is, bro.
Let them know
Like,
what school you went to. Whereabouts?
Kingsford.
Yeah,
Kingsford Community
Kingsford.
School,
Where's that?
Beckton.
Where is that?
Beckton.
Beckton. Oh, right. That's in Newham, my people. East London. You understand, man? Yeah, man. So what about you, Mats? Mats, you was in Rokeby.
Rokeby in Stratford, not the new Canning Town one. That's the new school that don't count as
Yeah,
Rokeby.
use
I
the
don't know what
Rokeby
you man
Stratford.
call it nowadays, but it's not Rokeby, innit?
Yeah.
Rokeby is in Stratford, bro. Fuck. Behind the police station. Behind the fed station.
And obviously, Dom is here, sat into a Newham conversation.
Newham,
Right now.
strong, but nah, I'm from Enfield, North London. My school was Southgate, and it was a different type of life to what you lot had. I can't lie, but I do appreciate listening to what experiences you lot had because it's never been the same.
You made your school
Yeah.
sound like all you man got dropped to school and that in year 11 and that in cars.
Bro,
Bro, I had to
yeah.
run for the bus.
Swear down.
Some of them did, for real. Some of them
I had to
did,
run
real.
for that bus, bro.
But
every
yeah,
day.
no, but then that's the thing.
Every
There were
day,
people
bro.
who were running for the bus. There were people who were. It was always a mix. It was always a mix, but definitely not like.
What do you mean running for the bus? Sorry, I was on that.
No, I said he makes his school sound like them man used to get dropped to school, like their parents would drop them off to school. See you later, honey. You know the ones.
Oh yeah, it probably was. To be fair,
Yeah,
in
yeah,
schools,
it
yeah,
was,
yeah,
It
probably.
was in some places.
Yeah, no, to be fair, sometimes my mum used to drop me to school. No. A lot of the time, my mum used to drop me to school because
You
I
know,
was
we
always
say this
late.
like, sorry, we say this like it's a bad thing. You know what?
It's
I want to
normal.
do that for my kids, bro.
Yeah,
like,
fam, it's
my kids
normal.
ain't running
That's
from
the
the bus
norm.
sweating first thing in the morning.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
dead,
yeah.
bro. Like that's good, bro.
Yeah.
Like we're saying that good things in life. We act like good things
I
in
didn't
life
like
are
taking
bad,
bus because you
bro.
had to wake up earlier.
Not even bad, but it's
rather-
it's just not the norm, innit?
Yeah,
to
it's
what
like,
we know.
oh, you got dropped, bro. I'm dropping my kids to school. Innit?
Yeah, fam. If I
Yeah,
can,
trust.
I am.
Trust.
Like, get me.
Trust. And on the G thing as well. Like, yeah, my kid's not gonna mind me drop. I'm not even gonna. I'm pulling up.
Even
Oh,
when
man,
they're
get
telling
in
me,
the car.
nah, dad, you're not dropping, bruv.
Bro, get in the car, bro.
Fucking car, bro. What do you mean I'm not dropping you? I'm saying I'm
I want
spotting
to know
your
all
boys
your
as
friends,
well.
bro. Yeah, I want to know all your friends, bro. You understand?
All
My dad was smart when I was younger. Yeah, my dad knew everyone around me.
But you know that
Somehow.
is so good, bro. Because you see when something
Like-
goes down, you know who to call, fam.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
My parents used to ask me the numbers.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
numbers of the
legit.
friends.
See, I never let that happen, innit? I was more like, my parents are here, my social life is here, innit?
Yeah.
So when shit went down, they didn't know what to do or who to contact. And shit went down, obviously, you know, innit?
Yeah,
Things
yeah.
happen.
See, the thing is,
So,
with the reason
You know,
why,
it's
'cause-
likely to be with and that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong, they knew who the closest friends were. But if
Yeah.
you, when I wasn't with them, imagine you call my boy, I'm not with him today.
Yeah, I don't know where he is.
I
Yeah,
get you. I get you. Yeah.
They'll be stuck from there. Yeah.
Yeah, I get you. For me, it's because like football and the road Well,
Cheeks.
not the roads. I mean, I don't know what to call it, bro.
Bro, it's the roads. No matter what level you're on it on.
Yeah, it was the roads.
Yeah, the roads. Yeah,
road
alright,
time.
cool.
No matter
Football.
what entry level you're on.
Yeah,
bro,
yeah, yeah, alright,
level
cool.
1, 2, or 3. Don't
Yeah,
matter.
so I don't want to put out false
Man,
narratives
yeah,
out here. You know what I'm saying?
3-tier system in the road.
Yeah,
trust
but
me.
I don't want to start gassing like people think I'm
Nah,
gassing.
it's calm, man. Don't
But
worry.
so football and the roads were so close knit. Oh,
Man's got
I'm all
eye
knocking
patch.
on the mic. It's so close knit, yeah.
Say that, bro.
That like, bro, like my dad knew everyone because they were all from football. Like 75% of the man that were on roads was come from football. So my dad knew everyone. So when everyone was getting in trouble, he knew who was getting in trouble.
Everyone played football.
He didn't know what was going on. He didn't know the actual details of the politics, but he knew everyone around me, and he knew who was on stuff and who wasn't on stuff. Just because even how he was on the pitch. Do you know what I mean? You know when you're playing football, yeah, you know someone's on there, and they're on stuff like they're proper. You know what I mean? Like Aggie or something. Yeah, or someone tries them and then they're not even.
Swinging.
Yeah, they're not even thinking about it. Like, or they see who backs it. Yeah, and who backs him or who doesn't back him. Then my dad's not dumb. You're a big man. You can have kids. You can figure out what's what. So my dad always sort of had an idea. You know what I'm saying? And for me, that was one of the reasons why there was no point in me joining gangs or being involved in gang stuff because my dad would have just knew. Just off that. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because
I remember he used to say that, like when I used to go see Luke, he was like, I would never be on this because you just slap me up.
yeah,
No,
like,
but
it's not even that.
saying that, it's like where your dad's come from as well. Do you get me? Like, imagine us, man. Seeing we got sons, 16-year-old sons, and they're just let's say we live in ends, fam.
Yeah.
We look in their face, we look at them, we know exactly what they do outside, what type of shit they're on. We'll know, bro. We can just read them. Same way your dad read you, or would have been able to read you. Know what I mean? Because he grew up in a similar situation.
But I don't know nothing about my dad's situation. Nothing about.
Yeah, because bro, he's your dad. It's not the other way around, is it?
Yeah, but my kids are gonna know everything. They're gonna have to because they're gonna look at me, but like, bro, what happened to you?
You got an iPad. It's gonna be a question, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Fam.
Unless in the next 10 years there's a next virus where we all gotta wear eye patch, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Unless
unless eye patch is a thing, but after that, my kids are
They're
gonna
gonna have
be looking at me
questions,
like, alright,
bro.
listen, you need to talk to me because all of this good man thing, yeah. I'm not biting it no more. I'm 13. I've had enough. You know what I'm saying?
It's not way
I
earlier.
was surprised if it went
Yeah,
that long.
probably.
5 years old, Daddy, what's that?
Yeah, I'll be like, what? Shut up. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
But yeah, man.
It's good to be truthful because they know where you're coming from and they will know that you relate, and it's more likely that they can talk to you. I never felt like my parents could relate to me, so I didn't really talk to them about nothing, bro.
Same here.
Do you get it?
Same here.
So it's like,
I knew where my dad lived, but I didn't know nothing about his situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he lived in the North Peckham estate that got knocked down years ago. You understand? Grew up there with his brothers and sisters, big family. That's all I know.
Yeah.
but you really think man was there on a good boy thing? Not really.
Bro.
And even if he was, he saw what went down in it. He saw the life in it. He saw.
I'm so similar to my dad, yeah. By accident.
If you grow up in the ends, bro, you've seen stuff.
This is what I'm saying. Like, I'm so similar
Whether
to my
you've
dad
done
by
it,
accident.
seen it.
I know what person he was outside because I probably was him in it. Like, from everything he taught me how to move when I was outside. Because he was like, I know you're gonna be outside, but when you're outside, listen, you have to understand, that you're not a follower. Like, you don't do that. You're a leader. You do your own thing. You're your own man. That I swear to you, that's all he had to tell me. Every situation was that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, brothers. How many brothers has he got? How many brothers has he got? 3?
4.
4. So imagine 5.
No, there's 4 of them. 4 of them.
Yeah,
3 brothers.
So 3 brothers. Yeah, 4 man outside, bro. You don't have to follow anyone. There's 4 of you. Bro. You know what I mean? Just do your own thing as it is.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But this is what I'm saying. This is why it's so important, isn't it? Because I at least had someone to put that in my head, innit? I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I know I'm sitting here, I got an eye patch, and people probably wondering. We'll find out in the early episodes.
This is what happened.
We'll talk about it another
This
time.
is what happened.
Or maybe today.
There's only so much you can control, innit?
Yeah.
But imagine you didn't have that influence from your dad.
Yeah.
Who knows how far?
No, but why I'm saying that is because before my situation happened, I was in so many situations I managed to get myself out of because of the way I was taught to move. Like, because I was the biggest guy in my group, because I was tall early, a lot of the heat came to me first.
Bro,
Let's say the tallest, didn't
That-
it?
You know what I'm trying to say?
You see that shit? You see being the one that's tall first or the biggest first?
Yeah.
You're the first one to get a blow.
Bro.
You're the first one to get nicked.
Yeah.
To get chased by feds or to get chased by a man. It's like, bro,
You want to walk a mile in my shoes, blood?
bro, he's probably had it.
And plus, do you know what's worse with me? Because they looked at me as like not light skin, but as like a
lighter,
pretty boy,
lighty,
like
Not even like the Kano
and I
back
was
in the
tall.
days.
Yeah, and I was tall. It's like that's all the reasons just to hate me, bro. You understand? So I had to hold it up all the time. You understand? Even though it wasn't always situations like gang stuff. Even though it was gangs, it wasn't them noticing me. It was just like a random.
Bro, everyone got into
Who
fights,
are
whether
you?
you're in a gang or not.
Yeah.
You're fighting every week.
You have to.
You're running every week.
Yeah.
You're doing something every week. You know? It's a week.
And I don't want to hear nothing. The older generation used to fight way more than we did, hand to hand. So I don't want to hear none of that. So all that gas talk, yeah. You know what I'm trying to say? They're sitting there. Why you not fighting all the time? You lot, when you lot have a drink and you lot partying back then, you're swinging it out for no reason, just because of gal as well. Just that people weren't really dying at the rate that they are now.
No, it was just
you understand? But there was heat, there was drama all the time. You know what I'm saying? So when we were out,
just look at all the OG's knuckles, bro. They're all fucked, bro. All their hands are finished, fam. Look like Roland's, bro.
look at this guy, man, trying to dig him. Bro, clap him back, bro. There's bottles all on the table, bro.
Roland's out here beating man up.
No, but listen, but boys, I want to actually, speaking about the roads, yeah, have you, man, like, looked, because the situation have you, man, been in, yeah? Like, me growing up now in Essex, yeah, from my experiences, I move different. Like, no matter how much I try, yeah, because of what I've been through, yeah, my PTSD affects the way my brain works. So how I move, like, I move in a certain way, innit?
Yeah, but that's
people can probably look at me and understand, like, yo, alright, this guy's, he looks on job, innit? Like, not on job, like, he's, like, oh, he's a bad boy, but like,
to your environment.
yeah, like, he's alert. Like, I'll just look alert, innit? Because of just my thing.
As living creatures, you adapt to your surroundings, bro.
Yeah.
We grew up in our vital years. Imagine from what, 12 to 16.
Yeah.
We were around madness, bro.
For real.
We've seen people get stabbed, been stabbed. Fucking seen madness.
Yeah, losing friends
bro.
and that.
Losing friends.
Mad.
Seeing all sorts of shit happen. Bro, that shit fucking changes you, bro. Like, you're not gonna just walk on the road oblivious. When I see people walk on the road and they don't ever turn their head, I'm thinking, bro, are you aware of what's around you?
You know what I mean?
They don't. It's mad. When I just see people walking, I'm thinking, you lot are crazy. But that's what I'm saying. But then I'm thinking, am I crazy? Because nothing has happened for time, and I'm still doing it.
No, but you have to.
You see, you haven't been in a situation and you still think like that, yeah? That makes me feel like better because it makes me feel like I'm not crazy, bro. Because I swear to you, I've been like, Luke, you need to chill, fam, because that's happening in time.
When I walk, you just gotta double check, bro. Like,
bro, it's
why not, bro? Just double check.
For a car to be driving and then just slow down as it's driving past you, you have to look.
Yeah.
I've seen people not look. Like, I'll be walking, there'll be a person in front of me, a car's driving past them, whatever. And they slow up right before. For whatever reason, it might even be a red light, that, you know what I mean? But they're just slowing up. People are just walking on the phone, whatever, bro. I'm looking in the car, fam, just in case. I ain't got no beef on the roads or nothing, bro.
Exactly.
Fam, you gotta see who that is.
I'm looking, fam. I don't know why, bro.
Because listen, even mistaken identity is a thing. It's a thing. You understand? And man, sometimes, yeah, we've been in situations where people are just riding out. They're just riding out. And whoever can get it, can get it. And if you're that guy that's outside,
but
we're
at the age now where that shit don't really happen.
Go on.
No, I'm saying we're at the age now that shit don't really happen where a man will just approach you. Right now, if a man comes to you, it's because he knows you, innit?
Yeah, exactly.
It's coming for you.
Yeah.
That's it. And you recognise him if he comes to you.
Yeah.
But back in the day, you walk anywhere, you're kind of thinking, who's my man, bro? What's he on?
But then, bro,
that's because we're older now, fam. Imagine the youngers now, bro. Civilians are getting bored up. Everyone's getting shot. Bro,
24-year-olds are still dying. 25-year-olds are still dying, bro. 23-year-olds are still dying.
See, when you're that age, and you're really dying like that
bro.
and getting into madness, you're in that life. Like, that's your life, bro, innit? That's your life. That's not my life.
I don't know, innit? I mean, I hear it, but I don't know that for a fact.
Don't get me wrong, but then you have to understand as well, if you really analyse it, who are they even around, innit? You have to understand who you're chilling around. Who you're.
But this is what I'm saying. But that's sad though, because you know
you're
what?
guilty about association, you know.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. It's sad because, bro, there was a time where even if you knew someone, it was calm, innit?
Yeah, but that's the very early stages of, you know, of all of that life, innit? Everyone's like 13, 12, when you're 7, you're 8. It's like, oh, you know my man, but it's like, no, he's cool, man. I know man from football. It gets to a point where it's like, I know you from football, but you still chill with them, man. So you're kind of up.
Yeah, 100%. So 100%. Because you know what, it does work. It does kind of work like that. Because there's been situations where like certain man do chill with a certain group of guys, and you are reporting. You're reporting back. You're reporting
But
back.
then
You're fueling beef. Like you're instigating beef. You're fueling beef. And it has
never really
happened.
been in
So I
that
do hear
situation.
that side of it because there is a reason why a man are like, no, you know what, you up, do chill there. So you aren't up. I can't trust you. Because there's been a situation where they can't trust someone. Bro.
Why is it a situation where say you was heavy in the road, yeah, and we're doing a podcast and you just happen to come as a guest on our podcast or whatever, and then I'm not on the roads, I just know you in it because you come to the podcast, we had a conversation, whatever. Someone watches it, now they're coming to me because of you, bro. But really and truly, I don't chill with you on a daily basis.
Like
we don't exchange that type of information.
But I feel like it depends though.
You get me?
Certain situations you can exclude that kind of relation, and it really depends. It's a fine line. There's certain times where like, even now,
but it's not. It just depends on the man who's approaching you, because a lot of them man nowadays, that's what I'm trying to say, haven't got a head to think it through enough to where they're saying to themselves, oh, you know what, this guy's not worth moving to because he's not in relation to. It
really depends on who it is, innit?
A lot of man at tap nowadays, they'll see you together. That's it, fam. That's all they need, innit? That's all
But
they need.
even look now, Dutch already done a tune with Bando K, innit?
Yeah.
But he's also done a tune with Tion Wayne, where people can kind of
I feel like
separate the music and separate the roles, innit? It's like, because Dutch already, that's not his beef, innit? That's you man's thing. Do you get it? Like, I'm here to do features, I'm here to do my thing and bounce.
But that's how
Do you get what I'm saying?
that's how the real man in music move. They're like, you man, I don't give a fuck what you got going on. I'm doing my thing, innit? You man got problems, you can come to me, innit? It's that. That's what Dutch is on, I feel like, innit?
Yeah.
So he just moves about, he don't give a fuck who you're beefing, bro. It's him, innit? If you want smoke, you can come to him with smoke. Like, that's what I feel like he's on.
Yeah, that's how you gotta be though. But I feel like, but then again, some certain beef is just so personal, it's so hot. Yeah, like,
Deep rooted, like.
bro, because bruv, even you know what I'm saying. There's even situations even I've been in where it's like, you know what, if you decide that you're gonna settle over there, then you know what's happened. So if you want to go and do that, then I can't help but look at you differently. You see what I'm trying to say?
The thing with your school now, your school is very hot because you lot all grew up together, but then you're all from different ends, innit?
Yeah, I went to St. Bon's, by the way.
My school wasn't like that. Most people were from one area, and then there was a few stragglers from other areas, but then it's like those few stragglers weren't involved like that, so it was just always blessed.
I was in Bonds. I was in St. Bonds from 2005 to 2010, and like it was sticky. Like my school was just full of a lot of heart in it. Like a lot, my guys, we were like gladiators in Bonds. Like it's all boys school, and you get conditioned from young. You understand? And from literally the first week, who are you? It's like jail, innit? You know what I'm trying to say? It's like, you just go there. It's like, who are you? Are you here? Are you a victim, or are you the hunter? You know what I mean? What are you? So
and then you go to form class and start praying, bro.
Yeah, but then it's like you're just in a system. It's like you're in jail, like you're just following a system. But every man that's in the system is everyone knows how to kind of curb the system, whatever. But it's a very strict school, very organized school. It was back then. But like the boys that it raised, were all from different areas in the borough. It was the best school at the time in the area. That's why everyone from around Newham went to that school. So from different areas. So that's why it was a collective of all of these boys. And yeah, man, it was just like bro, that school bred bred guys with heart in it, and that came with problems.
Girls in it would have softened it a bit because it's too much testosterone, bro.
Yeah, it was hella
testosterone. Man, bro,
three roads down.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then it's different. You only seen them after school before
That's
school.
true. Or lunch. Yeah. Did you man get let out at lunch? You did, didn't it?
Yeah, but they didn't get let out. The girls didn't get let out.
You used to just go by the gates. I know you, man.
No, the gates were big, tall brick gates, 6 foot, and their gates were big
go
metal from school. They patent. It's like, imagine a
around the
Catholic.
back because there's a road, isn't it?
So they really let the line out, and then you just look at the food.
bro.
Yeah, no, you couldn't do. There's big walls.
Okay, that's the one I'm getting.
No, but there's no gates. There's no gates. You can't see inside.
Okay.
No,
It's
you
a
know
brick
when there's a
wall.
entrance.
It's a jail. They live in a jail.
That's the entrance to the
They
sports
don't.
school, innit? But you know when you go around where the main road is, fam, and you go to the side road, is there not a gate there? I swear there's a gate there, bro. Like the main,
But I don't think they're really
gate.
chilling there like that. That's not the playground and that. Really, like, if they're all out at lunchtime, you go there and talking to them.
Anyways, they
You know
weren't
what I mean?
there.
Yeah, exactly. They weren't there, bro.
The girls weren't there.
You understand? So yeah, like it
Testos.
was just mad in school, and it just came with the politics, man. And there was like at the time we was in school, that's when all the postcode stuff was brewing. That's where it first started when I was about 14, and I was so I went to school 2005, 2010. So figure it out. Yeah, so I was in like year 9, and it was getting a bit mad, and obviously no one really brought it to school because we understood that we're a family, innit? And we kind of stuck together when we were outside as well. So when we were outside, we were linking up together for different areas. We made sure that each other was alright.
That was like 08 times, isn't it?
Yeah, this is like 08 times, yeah? So as we're moving through now, but obviously 09 and 010.
There's only so far your influence can go, innit?
Exactly.
You can't tell certain man to allow it
Yeah.
when shit's happened, innit?
Yeah, but then again, there's sometimes you haven't really done what you could do blatantly. Just what I'm trying to say, you could have done something more, but you didn't. And you decided because you were in the middle and you decided that you were gonna be in the middle. You understand? Because bruv, it's like, to me, in my head, it's you could stop someone from getting hurt, or someone will be like, oh, you're a dickhead, fam. Do you know what I mean? What would you rather? Someone getting hurt, or the man them looking at you like, why are you fucking helping them for? Do you know what I mean? What's the difference? The scale to me.
There's even a difference between letting a man get hurt and letting a man get killed, isn't it?
This is what I'm trying to say.
But then you never know how far it's gonna go, though.
So
you
never
letting
know.
a man get hurt, you're really saying that if he gets killed, that's it's
you
not on you.
You don't really care.
Because you never know how far it's gonna go, bro. A man
But you know them man, sometimes they can just step in and say, "No, you man, enough." But man just don't, bro. They just let it go.
So what's the point of saying enough? Why not stop it from the start? Why let it start and then be like, it's enough? Because certain man, you can't say no to them. Like,
because you know what?
In my eyes, that's even worse than
when
not letting it happen, fam. Or letting it happen in the first place.
But when them situations happen, you man have all been there, yeah? It's a standoff. Everyone's just quiet and waiting. That's why no one does anything until something.
Because you don't really know what
because you don't really know how whoever's moving mad, it's unpredictable. Do you see what I'm trying to say? You know they got something on them, or sometimes you don't even know they got something on them. For one, you don't even know if they're gonna use it. You don't know if they're gonna use it. You don't know if we're just gonna rush them. You know what I'm trying to say? Or if someone's just gonna jump in and start waving around their thing. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, because when I was about, no one was really walking around with burners like that because we were outside. Yeah, like when you was driving around the area, you would see us outside. Like these days, they're hiding away, understandably. You understand? But when we were younger, we were outside. You can drive down a certain road.
You know where everyone was. Chicken spot. You go
exactly. It wasn't hard, innit?
You go East Town Station, anywhere.
If you said you was gonna ride out, and if from people that were gangbanging in postcodes, if they said they were gonna ride out, they would ride out and they would find someone if they weren't lazy and went to all the different spots that they were planning. You see what I'm trying to say? Whereas nowadays it's kind of like Russian roulette. You don't really know if you're gonna find someone next.
Well, maybe we don't know where the youngest chill. That's why.
Maybe
they might just have their hot spots like we did.
For real. But for the stuff that I see, like when I'm online and I'm seeing them doing their lives and when they're moving a bit mad and they're trying to do their thing, they do go to the spots that we used to go to and there's no one there. You know what I'm saying? More time. Because of course there's not going to be anyone there.
That's the whole spots. They're expired.
Exactly.
That generation's gone.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man, because it's true though. It's, you know what I mean? It is about who you know. Even in my situation, you know, I was like, even to, because you know what, the guy that, I've never even mentioned this out loud, innit? Because the guy that, my boy, not even at the time, because he's my boy, we just haven't really spoken, do you know what I'm saying, since, because obviously you know what I mean, it's just mad, but it's a thing where, like, he was involved in a certain situation, though, and I want to say that I understand how he was involved in that situation, because I was younger, I was there, I was with you a lot of the time, I know how things went down, I know how certain situations were forced in hand. I know how certain situations didn't have to be forced in hand. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I know how everything got there, innit? So I don't want to be throwing around all bullshit. Yeah. But, yeah, like, even with that situation, like, where I was with you and then the situation happened while I was there, and that's how I was pulled into for someone to look as association as, alright, he's involved, innit? You see what I'm trying to say?
Sometimes just standing somewhere when something goes down, it's like people photograph the situation and be like, who was there in it?
Yeah.
So next time you come across them,
that happened all the time, and that's the thing. But like, even with me, yeah, like, to me at that time, that beef wasn't one of the most serious beefs that was going on at the time. You see what I'm trying to say? Between those parties. Yeah, so
it's always like that though.
Yeah, so like for me,
it's always not the worst one that happens. You get me?
This is what I'm saying. So like with me, like I remember like I remember walking around when I was younger because in my head I was like I ain't even got no beef like there's nothing happening in my head.
You ain't got beef. Someone's got beef with you though.
Yeah, I've spoken to some. No, not even that because I had a conversation with the other parties, and it was spoken about that things were cool. Like it was understandable. You know what I mean? You're with your guy and your guy's your guy, innit? Because bruv, back then, if you're walking around with Luke, you know you're alright. You know, if something's kicking off or something happens, you know Luke is there. You know what I'm trying to say? Whatever happens. Because back then, a year before, our boy died. People were dying, so we were on edge. Our lives were literally in danger them times. So any beef that could kick off was a life or death situation for us, innit? So if I'm with you, I'm riding to save both of us. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when a situation kicked off, it's like, all right, cool. Now I'm getting drawn into this. They're thinking, oh, okay, he's involved. Where it's like, no, that's my brother. That's my
trying to help. You're trying to keep him alive, bro.
But this was communicated. They already knew. You know what I'm trying to say? So in my head, I'm thinking, all right, it's cool. I'm just gonna move how I used to move, bro. So when the situation kicked off, now how it happened, it was kind of meant to happen because how it all happened, it was too convenient, innit? You know what I'm trying to say? Like how I was there, certain timings and blah blah blah, and where I was, and how it was a coincidence that they were there at that. It was just all madness how it all happened, innit? Just what I'm trying to say. So avoiding it was kind of difficult. I would literally have had to avoid it by 5 seconds. Do you know? It was that minute. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Right. So when that kicked off, it was like, all right, I understand how that happened because that man, even though that happened, he probably felt some type of way, innit? That happened, innit? And he probably felt whatever's going on in his situation, innit? Cool. So obviously when he see me now, his guys know what happened. So now it's a catch-22. It's like, well, I got to follow through on my thing because I know what I told you, but I'm here with my guys now. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So obviously to me now,
people get gassed when that happens.
That's what I'm saying.
The biggest problem.
That's what I'm saying. But
one-to-one, it's a different conversation.
But as a man,
it's hard because they're pressured. They're being peer pressured.
They're being peer pressured as well as gassed as well, bro. You know what I mean?
But that's what I'm saying.
Drunk.
But as a man though, when you look at it as a big man now and you think, you know what, yeah, because if you know what the details of that situation, yeah, and you was involved in that situation, and you're looking at you like, you know what, yeah, as a man, yeah, that's dead, fam. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, bruv, when you get to a level as a man, you're looking back at the situation, you're like, you know what, yeah, as a man, yeah, I got gassed in it.
But that's the problem.
Do you know what I'm saying?
We weren't men back then, yeah.
Exactly, because these are young men that are doing these things or whatever now.
Having right now that same situation, the outcome is completely different.
Exactly. So this is what I'm saying: is man are involved in that situation
from young.
A lot where like you can just be with someone or something, or you don't even have to know someone. You can be in a picture. This is what I'm saying to what you said earlier. There's man that I love that I want to go back and see quickly.
Just take it though.
I want to go, I'll do my Instagram thing and I want to be like, yo, I'm with my guys, you know what I'm saying? You lot, this is my guys I used to talk about. Do you know what I mean? These are my guys I used to speak about. Like, they're good people, see? I know they chat shit about them online and say they're this and that. Look, they're my guys. I want to do that, but then I know what comes with that. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, that's what I'm saying. I want to be the guy to bridge the gap. You see what I'm trying to say? But I know what comes with that. And that's what's tough, bruv, because I know what's happened back then has affected a lot of man, and that's the reason why a lot of men are still in their situations right now. You see what I mean? Because me, bro, my situation, I said to myself, I'm gonna have beef for life now. I accepted it, innit? So I'm beef for life. I'm going to the death, innit? We're gone, innit? But if it wasn't for like, if I didn't have the support of my family, like a good family like that, and they kind of helped me get back on my feet. And then someone that was there at the time, you see what I'm trying to say, to help me kind of make the right decisions, innit? Because I was moving mad for a little. I'm not gonna lie, people, innit? If I got caught in the right situation at the right time, I wouldn't be here. You wouldn't know Luke LJD Fitness. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because I was moving mad. But there are man in them situations right now, and I understand, innit? I get it. I get why they're there, and I get why. But bridging that gap now is a big problem from the roads. Because if you look now, if you see the way the culture's moving, yeah, it's the man that are in the middle. They're not really involved like that. like for example, the Harry Pineros, yeah, the Young Phillies, the fucking Chunks, all them. Them man say they weren't really Chucky. Them man said Poet. Them man say they weren't really involved, and them man are actually moving in the direction of the culture. And now they're trying to bridge the gap, but there's certain man they know from the ends they're mad funny, but they can't bring them on camera because they've done a Mazzolini.
They done mad.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like, and there's like I've got
a lot of these podcasts, man, nowadays, bro. There's a lot of good guys doing podcasts.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? But they can't bring certain guests, like you said, because it's peak.
Exactly, like, and this is what I'm saying, like, and even my guy that I got involved in a situation with, I don't even know if they're even listening to this, bro, but I know we ain't spoken a long time, innit, but bruv, I don't feel any type of way towards you, fam. I'm not even gonna lie, but when you're in a situation that mad, you don't even know what to say to each other, like.
You spoke to man since though, no?
Yeah, go on, bro. I don't even think, you know, not even like on a proper conversation. I don't remember. Yeah. Seriously. It's like we watch each other's stuff, you know what I mean? We like each other's stuff, we're involved. Like, I love it, but it's like you don't know what to say, innit? Because you know you have to talk about that. It's going to be the elephant in the room, innit? Do you know what I'm saying?
Until someone addresses it. Like.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? But it's all love and respect, bro, because I understand how things were back then, man. I get it, innit? And I was just being me, innit? I was doing what Luke would do, bro. You understand? And back then, if you're with me, I'm making sure everyone's alright. And I'm alright. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But obviously, I got caught in a situation where, you know, I got caught in it. I got caught out of guard because I wasn't expecting it. So, bro, don't even, you know what I mean? I hope that hasn't ruined the dynamics. You know what I'm trying to say? But yeah, man.
It's all good, man. Good vibes.
But hey,
Good vibes,
bro,
good
we've been doing well. But people.
Go wait for Roland to finish it out. The man just ducked out. They're gonna think that he just left and we're just
Yeah,
locking off the
yeah,
podcast.
yeah. Roland
It's
just
an
had to go.
emergency thing,
Yeah, he
bro.
just had to go toilet quick.
Fire in the building. Bro.
Yeah, but how we doing, Josh? How long we
It's
been going
probably
for?
like 50 minutes.
50? No, we done good, man. We done good on that one.
Just a little conversation.
Yeah, for real. Well, we're gonna wait for Roland to come back.
Yeah, why not? If you're still listening now, yeah.
I salute you.
At muscle_minds on Instagram.
Yeah, that's what we're here for, man.
Trying to get a couple of followers. Now that obviously the lockdown, the gyms and that, you know what I mean? We can get into the park. Man will bring the heaters to the park or whatnot.
Yeah.
Somehow, bro.
Hopefully, people, if we could, if the council allows us to still be in the studio and that and do our thing, we'll be giving you people some content, keeping you locked in. What's going on? Trying giving you more off on and that. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously we're gonna have more free time. But don't watch that at LJB_fitness. You already know that at the details. And
Why is that light not on, fam?
I don't know. I've been wondering why that light. Maybe it's for a reason.
It's not on. But maybe it looks better still.
Yeah,
we'll
but Roland's back.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, we can look at the thing now.
But yeah, man, we're gonna close out. But listen, my people, Roland, thank you for coming through, bro. I appreciate you, bro.
Every time.
You're welcome anytime, bro. You're welcome to come back anytime.
I appreciate it, my people. Come on.
And obviously you, man, thank you, man. You man are here riding every single week.
We'll have to catch up after lockdown, see what Roland's been saying.
Yeah,
through lockdown and that.
I'm gonna go back to my garden training, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to see what man's park package is saying.
Yeah, bro.
Gonna be there.
But yes, and Josh. But yeah, guys, this is the LJB Fitness LJB podcast. Sorry, man, LJB Fitness podcast. I'll catch you later in a bit.
It's
We're
calm,
gone.
man.
Boom.
I love.